Do you know that you can connect multiple solar charge controllers to a single battery bank? Now, why should I connect multiple solar charge controllers to a single battery bank? Welcome to my channel. Please do let me know where you are watching from. Now, reason number one is size of solar panels. That is in watts. That is their capacity, the power output of the solar panels. Now, you know that all solar charge controllers, whether MPPT or PWM, they have their different specifications. That is the maximum PV input voltage and the maximum PV input power. Now, when the solar panels you have, that's the capacity of the solar panels you have, exceeds the maximum recommended PV input power of that solar charge controller, you will need another charge controller, to connect to that same battery bank. That is, if you have a large battery bank, you need enough solar panels to charge that battery bank. So one single charge controller will not be able, to carry the amount of solar panels that you want to connect to that battery bank. For example, you have 20 units of 600 watts solar panels. One single unit of maybe 120 amps solar charge controller will not be able to carry the capacity of this 20 units of 600 watt solar panel. So you need 2 units of 120 amps solar charge controller. Each of them, depending on the manufacturer, some can handle up to 6,600 watts, some can handle up to 6,500 watts, 6,000 watts of PV input power, depending on the manufacturer. So when the capacity of your solar array exceeds the maximum PV input power of your solar charge controller, then you need another solar charge controller to connect to that battery bank. The next one is mismatch. That is, if you have panels with different specifications, you have maybe 300 watts panels, you have 600 watts panels, or 500 watts panels. Now you can connect this, you connect the 300 watts panels to a different charge controller, 600 watts solar panels to another charge controller. So you can connect your solar panels with different capacity, that is different specifications, different ratings, to charge the same battery bank, but you will need different charge controllers. So 300 watts or 100 watt solar panels will go to charge controller A, then 400, 500 or 600 watt solar panels will go to charge controller B. You can have up to 3 solar charge controllers depending on the size or the capacity of your battery bank. Then the next one is orientation. If some panels may be facing south, some depending on the orientation of your roof, some may be facing south, some may be facing west, or depending. Now you can use different charge controllers. The ones that are facing south, you connect them to a separate charge controller, to a different charge controller. The ones that are facing east, you connect them to another charge controller. So with this, your battery bank will perform well. That is, it will charge better. Why? If the sun is facing south, the solar panels that are facing south will be able to generate. If it is facing east, the solar panels that are facing east will be able to generate energy as at that time. So when you have different orientation, you can use more than one solar charge controller, because if all of them are facing the same side and they are not receiving enough sun, and maybe the sun is hitting on another side, it means the performance of your solar panels will not be high. The energy generation will be low. Then another one is shading. At times you have a situation where you have shading at different points in your environment or your vicinity where you want to install the solar panels. Now you can connect these solar panels, the ones that are close to maybe a chimney, close to a tree, close to a projected building, you connect them to a different charge controller. Then the other ones, you also connect them to a separate charge controller, so that these ones that are experiencing shading will not affect the performance or the production of the other solar panels. Most at times, maybe you are constrained with space, so you may not have enough space in your environment where you want to install those solar panels. So you have a lot of shading. You can divide your solar panels into two or into three, so that those that are close to the shade will be separate. They'll be connected to a separate charge controller. Then those that are not close to where you'll be receiving some shade, depending on the time of the day, you connect them to a separate charge controller. Then another one is backup. If you have one more than one charge controller, you have like two or three. If one fail, the other ones will still be performing, so your battery bank will still be receiving enough energy during the day. So but if you have a single solar charge controller, if that one fail, it means you will wait until you fix that solar charge controller. But having two or three solar charge controllers will help you anytime one fail, the other one or the other remaining two will be serving you pending when you'll be able to fix the system. So this is how to wire the two charge controllers to you know uh to a single battery bank. Now we have this is the first solar charge controller. Now all the solar charge controllers, they should have their separate panels. The panels should be connected separately to that charge controller. So you cannot connect these solar panels to this solar charge controller too. So this first array number one, you can see the two panels positive. They are connected in series. Their negative terminal is here, positive terminal is here. Then we have bus bars. This is the positive bus bar and the negative bus bar. So the positive terminal of solar charge controller one, this is the positive terminal of solar charge controller one going to the positive bus bar. Now you can see their connection from the solar panels is different. If you have your solar charge controller, you will see the terminals. There is always indicated. You will see the sign for solar panels, the sign for battery, and the sign for load, if you can use that charge controller to power DC loads. Then the positive of solar charge controller 2 is connected to the positive bus bar, and the negative is connected to the negative bus bar. Then from the bus bar, you now connect your positive, the positive of your battery to the positive bus bar, and the negative of your battery terminal to the negative bus bar. Now from this positive and negative bus bar, you can also connect your inverter. So you can connect the negative of your inverter to this negative bus bar, the positive of your inverter to this positive bus bar. So this is how to wire them. If you want to add another charge controller, you can add another charge controller. The positive of that charge controller will come to this positive bus bar. The negative of the charge controller will come to the negative of this bus bar. But the third charge controller will have its own separate solar panels. For example, these panels maybe 200 watts, 200 watts. Here I can have 600 watts, can also have 600 watts. So the next one, maybe you have 300 watt panels or 400 watt panels. You can connect them here. Or this third one is facing a different direction, depending on what you want. But like I said earlier, the solar panels are connected separately to the individual charge controller. Charge controller one has its own separate solar panels. Charge controller two with different its own separate solar panels. Then for the charging settings, remember that every battery has its own charging and discharging recommendations. So if you are setting the charge controllers, their settings should be the same. That is, if you are setting the charging voltage of charge controller one, it should be the same with the charging voltage of charge controller two, and it should correspond with the charging voltage of the battery. Every manufacturer, all batteries, they have their different charging voltage. Like some lithium batteries, their charging voltage is 57.6. Some you may have 58.4, some 55 point something. So depending on the manufacturer. So always look at the specifications of the battery, look at the charging recommendations of that battery. Then if the battery is a lead acid battery, remember that those charge controllers, they have what is called equalization charge. So for the equalization charge, only set one controller to do the equalization charge. The other charge controller should not be set to do equalization charge, nor the third, and the third controller should also not be set to do the equalization charge. Only one controller should be set to carry out that function, that is the equalization charge. The float voltage, the bulk voltage, all should be the same. Then you should size the cables appropriately so that they will not overheat. The cables should be sized according to the current that is coming from the charge controllers to the battery. Remember, we don't have breakers here, so when you are doing the installation, you should have your breakers, your SPDs, that is such protective protection devices. All of them should be properly installed. So you can wire or connect more than multiple charge controllers to a single battery bank. This will not have any effect. At times during charging, this one may charge faster. It may be showing you that the battery is fully charged while this one is still charging. All of them, they are sensing the battery parameters independently. This one is not depending on this one. All of them are sensing the parameters independently. So this one may show you that the battery is fully charged, whereas this one is still pumping some amps or some current into the battery. So that's not an issue if you properly set the solar charge controllers, to charge the battery bank according to the recommendations of the manufacturer. So this is how to do it. I will do a practical video on that using, real case scenario where we'll have the solar panels, the solar charge controllers, and the battery, to show you how to do the connections and also the settings. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to let me know where you are watching from. Do have a wonderful day, and I wish you a prosperous new year. Thank you.